Hey everyone. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about what I think very few people understand, and that is what is support, what is resistance, what does it mean when you reject from resistance or bounce from support? Price moves between resistance and support. If you have rejection from resistance, it doesn't tell you anything about how far price is likely to go. Let's look at near here, for example. So price comes up, it rallies, and it retraces into the 786. That's an important fib level for support, right? 786, alts like it. Maybe you could have used this idea of sweeping these lows as confluence. Then it comes down and tests the 886, another deep retracement. It rejects, just slightly front running the local 618. And then price comes back down into the golden pocket and perfectly bounces. So this is support. Now, just because you've bounced here, does it tell you how far price is going to bounce? No. You just know that this is a high probability place to take a long and get out with some profits. You can have ideas, but for example, maybe you have the idea of pushing back up into the golden pocket. Price rallies and it rejects from resistance. Now it has a rejection of probably about 15%. Comes in, swing failures the high into that level, and then has a deeper rejection to 20%. You don't know, just because there's a rejection here, that price is going to come down to here, 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 or here. You just know this is a great place to look for an entry where you're likely to get out with a TP1 and you can have deeper targets. We come up and retest the level. And then we have another bounce from the golden pocket. So from this pivot low to this high, price is moving between these key retracement levels. Rejection. Now eventually resistance is likely to break, right? It can't hold forever. So just because this is resistance does not mean that price can't go through it. So price goes through it. The last near short I took was this resistance, and we got about a 10% rejection. Then we've broken through that resistance, and where we may be likely to get another rejection, well, maybe up at this resistance. And why are these levels important? Well, because all assets essentially move between these key retracement levels, and these are where you're looking for entries. Now, what happens if you enter here and price breaks down? Well, then you lose a trade, right? But what you're looking at is high probability entry, high probability short, high probability short, high probability entry. Maybe you don't want to short this third or fourth touch, maybe a high probability short, but you don't know. You might have targets. Hey, I could see us rejecting down to here. I'm going to take profits, but I'm also going to hold some of my position for lower. Maybe you get a short up here. You're going to take profits, stop loss to entry, but have some lower, deeper targets. Like maybe we come back into a major golden pocket retracement and sweep this low. So when you're looking to trade support and resistance, you're not necessarily getting information on how far price will reject. You might have some retracement ideas and you want to target those, but you certainly want to be getting nice clean entries with take profits. Somebody asked me, right now I pointed out that VET is touching this ascending channel now. That was a target for me. And I did enter in short as we've lost this low. So somebody said, is VET going to go down now? That information is not given to you by the fact you rejected from resistance. Resistance is just a nice place to take an entry. And when price does reject, it typically does it from resistance. When price does bounce, it typically does it from support, right? This is VET. Sorry, from this low to this high, you have a 618, just like on near. So this is a likely place to bounce. If we came into this level and I took a long and somebody says, does this mean VET will go up now? I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is it's a likely place to retrace and bounce. And you have some likely places to reject and maybe retrace deeper. But just because you're getting a rejection does not mean price can't just do that. It's just a nice place to look for an entry.